What's good, Chad? What's good, Chad? Hey, what's good, Chad? What's good, Chad? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? Come on, boy. Hey, my brother. Let's make hip hop great again, Chad. Let's make hip hop great again. Come on, Chad. Bro, just do your stuff. Hey, 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 hey. Bukan ng biya. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, guys? Come on, guys. What's good, man? What's good, man? Come on, come on, come on, man. Make hip hop great again. It's a hip hop. Stand up, stand up, stand up, Chad, stand up. Stand up. What's good, Chad? What's good? Good. It's your boy. Spanky Bopanangi Buyaketa. And yo, man, a lot has been happening in the game. A lot of changes and a lot of movement, bruh. Like, shout out to everybody that's have ignited the game again and take AC hip hop to the top or to where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, man, a lot of people have been hitting me up and some of doing like or dissecting like the hip hop right now and just comparing it to like during the time that we had WHP, Pro Kid, because like, yo, Chad, I'm very informed about what's happening in the streets and it's a hip hop as a whole, man. So like, I actually like fell in love with hip hop like in a very young age, as my older brother used to make beats and stuff while I was still in high school. So it just made me fall in love with more in terms of the culture, in terms of how it creates like some unity or a way of people to stand out. You know what I mean? So yo, when I was growing up, I thought probably I'd be a rapper or something, but because that's probably not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even though like I like music, I'll probably be like behind the scenes. I'll probably like kind of directing or some sort. So that's my thing, bro. So that's why I don't mind like being in the background, probably being a creative director in terms of creating ideas for your music video and just giving you, a different perspective in terms of being in a creative space. You know what I mean? Because yeah, everybody has their different path of they need to embark on in this journey or in this life thing. So man, right now the hip hop is or the SA hip hop, if I may say, Chad, is going crazy and is going bogus, bruh. Like shout out to everybody that's been partaking in this whole, bruh. I don't know how the thing started, but I think like after like Karma, that Blackie dropped, it was just up, bruh. So I think we kind of like needed like the game to be like shaken up so everybody can kind of like sharpen their pen game. Like I just kind of feel like hip hop will always be a competitive sport, whether we like it or not. You know what I mean? But I'm just happy like our hip hop not like as hectic as the overseas people where people will end up like killing each other and probably pull up in your blog and stuff, which is like a competitive sport. You know what I mean? So like in hip hop, right? It's always gonna be egos. It's always gonna be people who want to kind of voice out that they are different. You know what I mean? And that's part of the game, bro. So for me personally, right now, in terms of the hip hop game, I think right now, like the underground people, like it's the best opportunity. You know what I mean? Because everybody just like locked in, and the hip hop space right now is a one to watch in 2026. Personally, and I just kind of feel like hip hop will get back to the top, in SA because yeah, at one point, man, piano did dominate. You know what I mean in the charts, but with the whole beef, bruh, all the beef that we're having right now, it's just kind of crazy. Um, there are a lot of beef that are happening right now. In case a lot of people, you guys don't know, I think Lucas Rap is beefing with Black Key, and I think who else? Blackie and what's in my mind, they kind of beefing, and Kill Brady also entered the beef. Jay Katana also entered that beef. I think Jay Katana and not cool with King Kid, or is it Kill Brady, bro? Like it's a whole lot, bro. But I think the game has risen again. And shout out to the also to the young kids that are coming out. You know what I mean? Like Kill Brady and them and Jay Katana. Because yo man, they sounded very different, Like I also want to kind of digest, like, if you really mess with these kids, you probably understand that that's basically their sound. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were like saying that, okay, my money came with the raps and the bars, which again, bruh, he did the most, but these kids also came with their own sound. You know what I mean? They were not trying to be something they were not. You know what I mean? Because they are trappers. So if you listen to Heaven Made by Jay Katana, you'll hear like the type of sound that he's tapped into. You know what I mean? His hip hop is kind of like so different or so advanced for South Africa that a lot of people might not understand his sound. Like I totally understand, like in terms of him being a rock star. It just reminds me of like a lot of artists that probably I see. They probably like he get inspiration from. Probably he can correct me if I'm wrong, but again, there's so many artists in the states. You know what I mean? So like, it's not like a sound that we kind of. What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up, bro? Shout out! Shout out! Shout out! Shout out! Shout out, bro! Shout out! So like, it's a sound, bro. Like that's different for South Africa. That's why people are unable to kind of understand it. You know what I mean? Same like for example, Kill Brady also. his trap is just like so different and so advanced. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's like, okay, man, this kid can actually trap and come with the bars. You know what I mean? But shout out to OC for representing 031. Uh, he came with a lot of bars and it came with a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? And hey, bruh, he dropped some. You know what I mean? He did drop some crazy stuff, and niggas did react. You know what I mean? So hip hop is great again. You know what I mean? And I think this year a lot of people will be dropping tapes or albums or songs, bro. You know what I mean? Because like the game is like shaken up. You know what I mean? It's a great opportunity for everybody just to tap in to kind of push your stuff on different platform or different avenues, on SoundCloud, whatever, where people can actually find you, bro. And the best part right now is like you don't actually don't need like to actually have um like publicity. So if you kind of have social media, you kind of like can make your own way or pave your own way. You know what I'm saying? Like in a sense of as you're kind of grinding, you know what I'm saying, and you have like a dope song and you kind of want to put it out there, and if it's really that dope, then people will mess with it, you know what I'm saying? So like there's no co-blocking and there's no like gatekeepers, you know what I mean? So if you're really dope and you really like understand yourself and your craft, you know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, bruh, like not all of us, bruh, would be singers, not all of us will be producers, bruh. So like just do what you are destined to be, you know what I mean? Because everybody has their own path in life and yeah, man, it's just a great feeling, bruh. It's a great feeling. Um Shout out to him. Swanko also like coming with the reactions. Shout out to him because I won't lie to you. He kind of like, always wanted kind of like the game to be shaken up. And I'm also happy because yo, it's been a minute since we had the game like on a chokehold besides the AK and Casper beef, you know what I'm saying? But there was longevity, you know what I mean? And I also think like those guys actually wants to run with it because end of the day, bruh, it was guap on their side. And you know what I'm saying? It's all about, getting the guap and, you know, focusing on greater path, you know what I'm saying? So personally for me, I always wanted like the hip hop to kind of again be something like that's holding South Africa, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually like a hip hop fanatic, if I may say, or I like hip hop, like it's in my DNA. Um, Hip hop right now for us also as the youth, it kind of like makes you, the person that probably you want to become. Because with me, I would say, bro, because of hip hop, bro, I'm more than grateful because it kind of helped me to be the person that I am right now, and to kind of like learn different avenues about myself. You know what I'm saying? So with hip hop, bro, yo, there's a lot of things I can say, but most definitely, bro, with the whole beefs, hip hop, bro, has come back to life. Um, I did listen to Jake Atana's songs, but however, I just saw that he kind of removed all of the songs. You know what I mean? So that was strange in terms of him removing all of the songs. But yeah, I think he just wanted to focus more on the tape that he just dropped, which is Heaven Made, which is a amazing tape. You know what I mean? It sounds very different, as I mentioned again. Then I listened to Kill Brady's this also is nah. I don't wanna lie to you. And I understand his sound because his sound is very different also. So he was also still sticking to his sound, you know. And OC is like very versatile, you know what I'm saying? So like, yo, I don't know, bruh. And the crazy part is, I just kind of, I think I saw OK, OK, Swish, kind of his top 10, and I think it was like 4 or 5 um 031 rappers, you know what I mean? I think Low Fire is there. I think La Cabra is also there. Yeah, Black is also there. Who else was there? Can't remember the two, but I think we had like 3 or 4. Probably you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but yo, damn, I was actually like really impressed in some of. So this was like, I think charts that are currently now that's happening. You know what I mean? So it didn't say like best MC. Just like I think he was kind of like just mentioning the kid that are actually doing the most right now. You know what I mean? And you know, popping in the streets because they just recently something. You know what I mean? Nasty hasn't dropped this yet, so we're not too sure when he drops. That's how the energy. Because I know that chat is gonna quell it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think Black was number one because I think he just dropped 2 tapes in a space of like almost 5 months. He firstly dropped, I think the Love one in Feb, then he dropped Aura Era. You know what I mean? I think for me personally, I kind of liked Aura Era because yo, this way he's spitting and I'm able to relate to him. You know what I mean? In a more of a hip hop person. I must saying again that I don't like the type of music that he makes in terms of love songs because everybody has a preference. You know, I prefer him like when he's trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like when he dropped David. You know, that was a banger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, those type of sound when he's just rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you need to be a complete artist. You know, you need to be able to dabble different sound. So this is what I like about him. And hey, bruh, the kids are doing the most, bruh. And shout out to every 031 artists that are from Durban and actually pushing the wave. Like there's so many kids, bruh, that I can actually name right now that are actually doing the most, and they're all from Durban, bruh. And it's all starts bright in the mind. You know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like most of them end up moving to Joburg because they want greener pastures. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of feel right now, Tubani has like a key to the game. You know what I mean? In anything, bruh. It could be content creating, it could be singing, whatever. And for anyone that's in Durban right now, you gotta push something. You know what I mean? You gotta push something. But now everything is in our hands. If you're looking at it, as people are actually looking at 031 because there are a lot of people that are coming out from 031. Like for example, Young Miller and them, they're from 031. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cats that are coming out from the game are from Durban. Risky T is up next. Peg is up next. They just appeared on the Cotton Fest mixtape. You know what I mean? These kids are actually like, putting in the work. So, bruh, and you tell me, bruh, Dubane doesn't have, come on, the recipe. Yo, chat. There's so many artists here that are talented. I'm just not even speaking about hip hop as a whole. I'm even speaking about Gom. I've been speaking about piano, R&B people. Like we have Lola, a very phenomenal artist that sings R&B. Man, you should check her out. Like she makes a really amazing music and really dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her also. So a lot of people are in Durban are putting in the work. So it's all about like getting the opportunity for these few cats that I just mentioned. And pardon me if I didn't mention your name, and I'm saying Chad. But there are people that are actually putting in the work. And it's just a matter of time for before the game kind of, you know, open for them. Because bruh, you can't keep a good man down for a long time, bruh. That's all I can say. But just for hip hop alone and how these cats that are from Durban moving and giving other people opportunity, but I'm really happy. You know what I mean? I'm really happy. And that's the whole aim for me, bruh. For me personally, Chad, like the whole aim for me, especially even starting with this content thing, was for me to kind of like start my own thing and kind of grow it to a point where now I give people like a platform to kind of showcase their stuff. So it could be either rapping, it could be either singing, but to kind of give them like a platform, you know what I'm saying? To know, okay, if I'm going to Mega TV, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to express yourself because I'm also wanting to even run my own merchandise, which is called Off Society. But I will explain that a bit more in depth once I get to the stream. You know what I'm saying? The pajama stream. Away, Sean. What's up, broski? Away, away. But yeah, we just now need to just embrace what's happening now in the game and kind of just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because it's been a minute since we enjoyed hip hop the way we are right now, and OC has been, you know, even though like the tape that he dropped in December wasn't like I saw we like kind of understood, but I just guess he kind of, you know, gave us a Scooby snack or probably what can we expect. But just judging from Hey Twin and Ransom, bruh, the kid's gonna be going crazy. And hopefully by the summer, bruh, he does drop a tape. Because with the game and how it's evolving, bruh, a lot of things that I'm expecting from these cats. I'm expecting Tony Diamond to also react from what I think Jay Turner. You know what I mean? So like there's a lot of things, even like Cabra also. So I am expecting a lot of stuff to happen because that's what hip hop is about. You know what I'm saying? It's to showcasing our pen game and to kind of give everybody the experience that you know what I'm the G in this thing. So in a sense of yeah, yeah, my brother, certainly, 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 bro. I think also for me, Chad, with Mash and OC, yo, if you listen to the tape that he dropped, right, Mash, if you listen to some of the songs that he had there, bro, yo, I think he had two or three, I think two, three songs. There's Mirror and the song that he dropped with Nasty See Nobody. Yo, Chad, that song was fire. That song was fire, Chad. Pray for me, that song was fire. And I just can't wait for them to kind of, as you mentioned, Chad, like for them to drop a tape if they were to drop a tape. You know what I'm saying? But that would be crazy. You know what I mean? And even Match B, bruh. I was speaking about him, bruh, that he kind of like involving a lot of young cats, and which is what I like from him to kind of give people a platform because he's already established. You know what I mean? He's already established, Chad. He's already established. Where other people like don't wish to give other people opportunities, even though they are dope. So if I'm looking like the last 2 years, Mashbeats have been trying in the Red Bull Sundays, right? And now he's trying on this Cotton Fest mixtape. So come on, Chad. Come on, Chad. He's actually doing so much for the culture, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate him in terms of, you know, showcasing or giving us new upcoming artists because if you listen to like the Cotton Fest mixtape, right, is like really crazy with a lot of young cats that are gonna run the game in a few years to come, you know what I'm saying? Because the kids are putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? And kind of being in this era right now is very creative or kind of crazy for me, if I may say. Because in the space that we're in right now, everything can happen in a split second or in a flash. You know what I mean? You can blow up right now. You know what I'm saying? It's all in your mind. Personally, for me, Chad, it's all in your mind. So right now, me, shout out for that, bro. I was actually also gonna tap in because I just kindly like right now. I feel the underground scene is kind of moving up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to put it, but the hip hop, like the underground one is like more of kind of I don't know if we have egos or trying to kind of showcase who's better, but yeah, the underground hip hop is really crazy. You have Brother Cooper. They didn't need even to promote the tape itself, but the guy made crazy numbers. You know what I mean? So in a sense of if you look at it, right, a lot of us are established, but again, they're being eaten on numbers by a new artist or um underground rapper, you know what I'm saying? So underground rapping, bro, doesn't mean that for say now that since you're doing underground, you're not gonna be able to kind of um work like sorry chat. I'm trying to look for the song. So we can literally play it. Yeah, but Sean, bro, as you mentioned, sorry about that. As you mentioned, with the hip hop scenes and some of the underground and being in the being the mix right now, I just feel like if you're in the underground, there's so much opportunities for you to grow because the I think the limelight right now is in the underground game. So if you look at how the game is moving and how the game is shifting, you'll see, for example, Kill Brady is making mad numbers. He's on the charts. Like all of the people that are in the underground. So like I just kind of feel like right now we actually don't need to kind of be in the mainstream, Sean. I don't know if that makes sense, bro. Like you don't need to kind of had or have publicity to actually appear on television, but that's what people want, commercial success. But you don't need commercial success. You know what I mean? Because if you are making headwaves on YouTube and the kids are listening to you on their headsets, that's more than enough, bro. That's more than enough. That's part of the game. For me personally, if you are in the hip hop industry and you're in the underground, bro, you're bound to kind of unlock. Do you think there will be a longevity for all these new cats? I think personally, it's all about the sound, John. I think for me, personally, it's all about the sound and how are they willing to kind of evolve. Yeah, certainly, bro. I just kind of think there are a few things they kind of also mess up your hustle, like fame, fame, bro. You know what I'm saying? Egos, as you mentioned. Like personally, in terms of trap, and if like you're mumbling, Brian, you're not making sense. I highly doubt, bro. Because if you look at most of the young cats, they're mostly trapping. You know what I mean? And in terms of longevity, you kind of need to be someone who understand the game. Like for example, like how he kind of articulate the game. He's more of a versatile artist or complete artist. So longevity, boy, I honestly feel they wouldn't be personally because if you look at the type of sound is for now, bro. Like right now. So probably in the next 2 years or 3 years, probably the album wouldn't resonate with a lot of people because it was just like a vibe, energy, that they felt at that particular time or moment. You know what I mean? Because, bruh, I won't lie to you. Like once we get older, like probably you want to listen to your music and probably you don't relate to it because literally you were just making music of the emotion that you're feeling at a very young age. So longevity, my brother, honestly feel like if the sound changes or kind of evolves, because at the end of the day, bruh, if you look at hip hop, bruh, you kind of need to adapt with a different sound, which come with the Afrobeat. You know what I mean? So, Sean, just to answer that, bruh, you kind of need to kind of have a different sound as years go by. Like, look, for example, Kanye. I like to use him as a typical example from how he kind of moved from different sound to this sound to this sound. So, like, I'm not comparing to the new cats to say that probably they can reach that level, but I'm just trying to say that you kind of need to evolve with the sound. And if you understand your sound and whatever you want to pursue that. I honestly feel like you need to study your music and to understand your craft. And then after that, everything will be sorted. You know what I mean? But personally, longevity, bruh, if they're not willing to put in the work, yeah, to a certain extent, bro, to a certain extent, they do sound right. As you mentioned, they do sound right. But personally, for me, like if I look at them in terms of like what exactly they're trying to push, bro, like personally, there are times, bro, like okay, since like I'm like now older, with some stuff that they say, bro, like I kind of feel like impacts the younger generation. Because I'm sure a lot of people, bro, like they are grown, but we still have younger audience. You know what I mean? So like some of the stuff like they kind of promote in some of the music, like for example, lean, example Xanax. I'm not like into that because end of the day, bro, we're here to educate people. At the end of the day, even through music, we are bound to educate people because we're entertainer. We're supposed to entertain people, but not entertain them in a sense of destroying them. I don't know if that makes sense. But the young cats, bro, like personally, like they're really dope. But I just feel like the stuff that we also say kind of has so much power to other kids. You know what I mean? Some kids kind of like worship a lot of artists. You know what I mean? And when you kind of worship somebody, you also want to live their life. You also want to kind of be them. But hey, bruh, always say, bruh, people need to kind of make their own life choices and kind of be you be you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, my brother. Let me see. So, what do you think about the disrespect regarding the youngs and the OGs? Amen, amen. I think personally, right now, um, allegedly, 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 there are other producers that are kind of gatekeeping certain sound to be heard by different people. Like they wouldn't be playing it in the club or whatsoever. So I don't know what's the reason about, but I kind of feel it's like in a sense of the OGs don't want to kind of now move to a different phase where now they probably move like ex producing or kind of now being behind the scenes. Because end of the day, bruh, you're not gonna make hip hop until or music, bruh, up until you're 60 or 70. You know what I mean? You have to allow the next generation, you know what I'm saying, to creep up, you know what I'm saying, and share your light to the next generation, you know what I'm saying? Because personally, bruh, when you have harvest the game, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, like KO, you dropped I think summers, I think 20 summers if I'm not mistaken. And it's still relevant, you know what I'm saying? After so many years. But again, like a lot of kids are like, into the bull trap, you know what I'm saying? All of those crazy kids, you know what I'm saying? So like I kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's bound to happen. But don't think nostalgic feels part plays a part. It plays a part within the club. Certainly, my brother. Certainly. Away, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, bro? W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Andy's in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up, boy? What's up, broski? You good? You good? You good? Yeah, Sean, the hip hop, bro, we can dissect the entire night. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things I also want to understand right now in terms of how the game is shifting and how we're moving, bro. But I would say personally, Sean, hip hop is moving in the right direction, and we are growing in a positive way where we are making headways, we're getting our throne. Like, bro, when last we kind of had this movement or this earthquake besides Casper and AK? Chatter, wait, please tell me when did we ever have hip hop like this? Because prior to this, we had piano. So please tell me when was the game ignited like this prior to AK and Casper? You guys can tell me. I will wait. And if we don't, now the time to stand up. You know what I'm saying? Now the time to stand up. If you're an artist, putting in the work, go to the studio, do the videos, and probably something might happen, bruh. You'll never know, bruh, what can happen within a year. You'll never know, bruh. You'll never know. Bro, personally, I think right now, in terms of us having collaborations, it would be very hard, boy, with everybody just beefing. I think now is the time for us to hit like collabs. And in a to a certain extent, Speedster was right that we're missing that. But I feel like right now, the new kids, we're not like they're not about collaborations. Everybody's all about doing their stuff on their own and making it on their own. But hip hop is a collective. You know what I mean? That's what made hip hop great. You know what I'm saying? Where we had different artists, you'd be like, oh shit. So we had Lil Wayne, we had Eminem, jump in one song and you know forever. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what we need also. You know what I'm saying? Like to have like the artists we didn't think probably they'll be in one song. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have been trying it, and hopefully, bruh, we do get that again in hip hop. A lot of collaboration. I also hope, bro, and I also hope, my brother. I also hope because yo, man, hip hop is in the right direction right now, and it's in a good space. It's healthy and it's needed because when last did we ever encounter this? Come on, come on. But honestly, bruh, I just wish probably you can just have this one collab, the Nasty and Aries, bruh. Like with them actually making a song together, like what they had with Storge, bruh. It was kind of like them not knowing, but I would have liked for them to know. You know what I'm saying? So like they can bring out the best pen game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the underground is doing mad numbers because it's the kids. You know what I'm saying? Rick even said, Chad, you gotta listen to the kids. You gotta listen to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Everything is the internet. If your thing doesn't play on the radio, you go to the internet. As I mentioned, you go to SoundCloud in anything that you're doing. And you just gotta keep on striving. You know what I'm saying? Even when things don't work out, trial and fail, but never fail to try, bruh. Yeah, my brother. RIP to the OG, man. Ah, man, DJ Dimples, bruh. Yo, bruh. DJ Dimples. Even Capital also. You know what I'm saying? There was an era, bruh, where we had like all of the hip hop DJs, bruh. All of the hip hop DJs that they will make like a lot of collaboration, like DJ Milkshake, My Own, then My Way, with Dimples. Like there was so many stuff they were doing, bruh. And that's what we need, you know. That's what we need in the new cats. That's what we need, bruh. Like have an album, but having all of the different people, what I'm saying, that are creators. Yeah. Yeah, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Usi's one, bro, was something in the eyes. Okay, so I have a question for you, Sean, bro. Um, Karma and which one, Ransom or Hate Twin? Which one was fire? Because I also think okay, Switch also mentioned that it's been a minute since we had like a diss track that was like Composure. So you're saying Ransom? Hmm. Andy, what's your take, my brother? Do you say Ransom or are you saying Hate Twin or are you saying Karma? Okay, well, why are you choosing Ransom? Why are you choosing Ransom over the other two songs? Over Karma. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I really like the explanation also, John. I really like the explanation, bro. Shout out, chat. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. I really like the explanation, bro. But hopefully, We're waiting for him to drop, waiting for Blackie to drop. So I don't want us to kind of run it where the guy's gonna drop. And you know, Chad, yo, Blackie can jump into any beats with melodies, with flows, with rhymes, bruh. You know what I mean? And he's got to unlock, you know what I'm saying? And I King Bokos, Kid Juluk, nah, he's got it, bruh. Okay, you got also with this one. Yo, bruh. I think now they're gonna go pound to pound because I think they were just dropping like a lot of like small this nyana on their songs. But I think now is like the time where now they're gonna dress up for the show. You know what I'm saying? They need to dress up now for the show because the show is about to start. OC is ready. So Blackie has been just posting some few Shandays on his Insta where he was in the studio and so we're waiting on that. We're waiting on that. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited to also. And you will see who takes power, bro. But we're just waiting now for Blackie to drop. Chad, you think Blackie will drop like this? You think so, or probably you're just focusing on his tape and probably touring, or you think probably Blackie might not respond? But I would just wish he can respond and kind of speak about it. You know what I mean? But hey, man, it's all 3-1, man. I don't know why we kind of disorientated, but yo, man, part of the game. But I just kind of feel like they were supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, united because, you know, we're from the same hood, but at the end of the day, bro, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Part of the game. Hey, man, shout out to AKA, man. Shout out to the OG. Because up until now, man, may so rest in peace. We're still talking about composure. That's how crazy that this track was. It took us through and through, bruh. There was no diss track that can top that. But end of the day, bruh, like there was not much beef during that time if you look at it, chat. Thereafter. So that's why we kind of didn't have another song that we can relate to other than Composure. Because Composure was like song that's direct, you know what I mean? So a lot of cat like they want to kind of push, you know what I mean, and say it from a small yana line, but AK was not about that. He will tell you straight, bruh. Yeah, yeah, bro. You know, like I don't know, like if a lot of people like probably recognize or kind of realize this, but what you're saying, bro, is really dope. It's really dope, Sean, because he does have a mixture. You know what I mean? I also notice in terms of his way of how he articulates the game, and yeah, also man, yeah, yeah, man, he is what he think he is, bro. Because yeah, I never heard him like on a diss track, but when I first heard him, I'm like, ah man, it's proper, you know what I'm saying? Pretty neat, pretty neat, you know what I'm saying? So he is like, gonna be like a dope, what how can I say, like a response from Blackie, but I'm just waiting for his response, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what type of song Blackie might jump into because the Kamo was like more of I think it's an Afro beat, yeah, or house. So hopefully he can come through if he does respond, but if he doesn't, bruh, you know, it's a matter of him just focusing on his art. That's all, bruh. That's all that matters. Getting guap. Sometimes you don't need to kind of respond to a lot of stuff in life. Just need to continue with life and keep on striving, keep on pushing, man. Sometimes you don't need to reply to everything, Chad. As long as you're getting guap. But I highly doubt like you will let this slide, bruh. After the protest, my man said on his latest Instagram, where he speaks about I don't know what I want about GMG, but yeah, I'm not gonna say much, chat. Yeah, but that's my money, man. Can't wait until he dropped his tape, because he was working with a lot of artists. Jacquees. I think he brought a lot of artists also from the States to Durban, and they started cooking, you know what I'm saying? So mad props to him for growing Durban and putting us out there, bro. Because Jacquees was at Mhlanga Beach, you know what I'm saying? So like that was mad fire also, you know. So hopefully he's gonna be in a tape, you know. Because I think personally, OC's first tape was a banger. That's why we have so much hope and so much enthusiasm in terms of what gonna drop next. And honestly, I can't wait, bruh. Hip hop is great again, and bruh, we just need to tune into more music. We just need to have our ears locked in, our headsets, and jump into to new music. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that we're just having new music, and the game is just in dismantle. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need. You know, who got the throne? You know what I'm saying? Who got the throne? And let's go get it, bruh. Let's go get it. All 3 in 1. It's been a nice chopping chat, and it's been amazing time. Does it sound the same? Does it sound the same? Does it sound the same? I will listen to it, bro. After I do in this live, I will listen to it. And shout out to the interaction. Shout out to the guy that actually tuned in to my stream. Yo, chat. A lot of stuff that been happening, but yeah, I'll be dropping more. I'll be dropping more. Um, there will be the pajama stream, of course, but yeah, I'll be dropping more. And the way they attacked, the beat is the same. Yeah, bro, that's part of the game. You know, we get inspiration here and there, so that's part of life. There's nothing you can change. There's nothing you can change about that, Sean. There's nothing you can change about that. But as you mentioned, bro, the game is moving in the right direction personally for me. And if people are getting inspired of someone else's work, then who are we to judge? You know what I mean? Because OC is also a really dope artist, and we need to give him his flowers, you know what I'm saying? But I think the kid is only 21 or 22. Yeah. Yo, poison about the eating thing. Yo, my brother. Nah. Nah. Brother, I don't want that shit, boy. Imagine how niggas building up for the stream and saying that, yo, man, he saw his shorty showing bums. Hey, boy, that was a crazy story, bro. That was a crazy story. But shout out to Soso, man. His streams are always crazy. But the kid just was like pranking him, you know what I mean? But you'll have a pajama stream, chat. You'll have a pajama stream, but there will be a slight change in terms of the date. I'm trying to sort out something else in a project before I actually have the stream. But the pajama stream, man, you just need to promote it, go to varsities, and just give people, you know what I'm saying, the posters, and also try to also have my QR code so people will be able to scan it. I wanted to have it live on YouTube and on Twitch. So people just need to run up the numbers. So Sean, my brother, hey, what are you asking, my brother? No, my brother, we can't do that. Come on, we can't do that. We'll see how everything goes. We'll just be playing games and hope everybody likes it. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to kind of engage and unite people in my arts and in my world. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully everybody loves the stream as much as I took my time and invested in it, and kind of want to show you guys what exactly go through my mind, and kind of have people actually engaging on some of what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, chat, I really appreciate you guys, as I'm now getting to 2K subs. I'm growing. Certainly, I'm growing. I'm growing. I will shout out my brother. Shout out. I'm in 1.67 subs. So hopefully, chat, we will get to 10K before this year ends, chat. But that's my goal. And it's all about to get better, chat. You know, as much as like it's hard for now, but things will change. You know what I'm saying? Things will change and they will get better. And just trusting the process and just giving my all. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things gonna happen. And Chad, thank you so much for the support. And I won't disappoint. That's all I can say, Chad. On Vanangi will never disappoint, Chad. And it's a wrap. Hope everybody is good. Let me love and leave you guys. It's your boy Vanangi. We are Kaita. And it's a wrap. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. And please run up the numbers on my vlog that I just dropped at Balito. So that was a really crazy one. And yo man, peace, Chad.